You feel any pressure coming into a place that's been dubbed DBU for a long time, and your defensive coordinator was part of DBU?
Right. Well, the big thing is there's going to be pressure on you in any job that you take if you put the pressure on yourself, which I do. I want these young men to be the very best they can be, and our job is to get the best version of them out of them as they can. So whatever that is going to be good enough if we get the best version of them, on the field, off the field, and helping develop them as young men. If we can get that done, then I think it'll take care of itself.
What is your philosophy defensively?
Aggressive. Like to be aggressive. Like to cover aggressive. Like to pressure the quarterback. You have to stop the run, number one, in any league you're in. But after that, like to pin the ears back and get after the quarterback.
What is it about Coach Strong that really lured you to come here and coach for him?
I've watched Coach Strong from afar for a lot of years. When I was in SEC coaching, he was too, and saw the success that he had. And there's a reason that he's been successful everywhere he's been, that I had a chance to coach against him in the American Conference that we were both in last year. And just to see what he did with that program, coming here and having an opportunity to learn from him and be a part of what he's building was wonderful. When Coach Strong called me. What he didn't know is when he offered me the job, I was halfway to Austin by the time he offered me the job. Just a wonderful opportunity to work with a great staff, some great athletes, great student athletes at a great university, the premier college football university in America.
A lot of good defensive coaches. You guys all come together here from different areas, bringing different ideas. How have you guys meshed together so far?
Wonderfully. This is my first time working with Coach Bedford, and it's amazing. He's a secondary coach, and a lot of the same philosophies that he believes in, I do. So I didn't have to change very much when I got here, just kind of implement the things that we've done, and it goes right along with what he believes in his philosophy. So it's been an easy transition.
Well, I know that you probably looked at a lot of film of the secondary. What stands out, and where do you guys need to improve?
I think when you watch the film from last year, you see some really good athletes on film. I think just trying to help them mature a little bit from a pre-snap awareness and just some overall football awareness and some things which comes from a little bit of youth. But I think that and trying to get these guys to be a little bit better tacklers in space, which again comes with practice and comes with maturity.
You're also obviously heavily involved in recruiting as recruiting coordinator. You come in, the transition's got to be tough. I know you're playing a little bit of catch up. Where are you guys right now in terms of recruiting down the road?
Coming into this situation right before signing day was a little difficult because we were trying to build some relationships with some young men that we hadn't had relationships with. So a lot of the other schools tried to use that in recruiting. We know you better. But I think we're caught up. We got a chance to get out and see some young guys that will be recruiting this next recruiting class. So we've started to build some relationship with those guys, and I think we're right on track.
At what point did you feel comfortable? I mean, okay, I'm here. This is my job. I was already halfway here. I was saying yes before he asked the question. It's mine. Now I just got to go.
It took a couple weeks now, because when you walk in the front door and you walk past those 4 crystal balls every morning.
And all the All-Americans.
Yeah, so you're kind of in awe a little bit, the first couple weeks, and then it becomes work again. You get used to walking in the front door and seeing familiar things. When you first come in, you're like, like an amusement park. You're looking around at everything, and you're like a fan, So once you kind of settle down, and again, football's football. Once you get around the players, I think that's what kind of settles everything down because it's ball again.
Yeah.
So it took a couple weeks, to kind of say and find my way around. Yeah. That was the other thing. I mean, this is a big facility and a lot of turns and going. So I had to ask people, now how do I get back to our meeting room and things like that? But once I got that down, it became home and we're ready to roll.